Um, whoops. How long has it been like that? I hate that that can even happen. Bruh. Hold on. Let me go to the stream and see if the voice is
I
on.
hate that that can even happen.
Well, that means my entire intro wasn't showing. Well, anyways, sup everybody? My name is Crytek M-Bomb, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. My aux was slightly out, so that's why you couldn't hear my voice. This is not gonna be that long. I was talking about how later this week we're gonna have an Abyss reset, which looks like it's gonna be on Friday. There was also something I checked, 'cause I was just curious about, like, making the thumbnail for this stream. I went to the Silver Moon Hall and a World Quest marker appeared, so that's something I could do in this stream. You know, I also forgot to do, what is it called, the Intel Exchange thing? I haven't did that yet. I was supposed to do that this patch, but I waited too long. It is what it is. Alright, as much as I want to do all that, that's something I just couldn't be bothered to care about. I don't know when I'll do it. Maybe I'll try to actually do it sometime next patch if I can remember to. Maybe I will. That reminds me. I also maxed out Aoife's friendship today. Via, like, the Cerna Teapot. With their XP and all that. So... Aoife's friendship's maxed out, so we're going to have to do that today as well. See his voice lines and all that, and take bro out the Cerna Teapot. Aoife, bro. Is there any point in getting close to Aoife? Of course there is, bro. Absolutely. Of course there is, bro. Of course there is. Bruh. Alright. Whatever that was.
Thank you for completing today's commissions.
The last amount of XP I'm gonna get out of Durin, unless I do... I mean, I guess I do have an idea to do Durin's friendship with Columbina. I'll probably end up playing that team until I max out Durin's friendship. Yeah, because he's almost there. Today is the last day I can really farm artifacts if I actually choose to. I'm thinking about doing that. I think I'm gonna keep that focus. Also, while I'm at it, can I go check the Ad Astra applesauce?
I mean, I guess I do. The last one of X.
Thank you for completing today's commission.
The last one of X.
If I can remember that quality. Anyways. Alright. This is not gonna be that long. I farmed more yesterday, but I didn't use all my condensed. I used some of it. I'll think about doing that today as well. But I got 7 mil more, probably the most I think I've ever really grinded without like letting it build up over time, which is cool. Okay, I see. I haven't done that yet. Okay. Oh, right. Do I do this? I kind of do, I kind of don't. There was a reason why I didn't do that one. But I guess I'll do this again. Should I do a different thing? You know, I didn't really. Do.
Drop your weapons. Stay.
Amazing buzz. Why am I always getting that? There's so many of them unlocked that it does that. I have a lot of those. Okay. Actually, does it matter if I do this? Um, what is the talents day for? Is it Monday, Thursday, Sunday? Is that what it was? Yeah, it is. I chose to not get any more because I don't think I'm going to be able to get Columbina's talents that high, which really sucks, but it is what it is. It's something I want to try for one more 4-star, but I can't be bothered after that early 5-star I had. If I didn't get an early 5-star, I probably would have been at least somewhat committed during that stream I did. I feel like I did too many pulls though, but next path, the expiration, for 10 pulls, we got 20 pulls that'll appear during the second half. There's a lot of pulls to look forward to. Everyone said it's going to be around 100 pulls or a little over, something like that. So, that's cool. I'll be taking advantage of that. Be saving up, mostly, after getting Columbina. I'm not going to get Sabai. I'm looking forward to getting Columbina, like, a lot, actually, because Lunar Crystallize is my only excuse for getting her. Lunar Crystallize for Navia, to be more exact. I've seen other creators mess around with Lunar Crystallize with other types of characters. Notably, one that might make me take a peek at it, because I never really fully built her. I said I would build her before I even got Navia, and that was Noelle. And I always thought, maybe I should give it a try, because she procs Lunar Crystallize every single hit, because her burst just, for some reason her burst activates Lunar Crystallize every hit, and I want to try that myself. I need to build up Noelle again. Keep taking her pieces away, so I don't know what she has. I know I left on this sec, I can't be bothered to farm the other one. Definitely not the one that she's supposed to have on, but... Oh, because he has it right. This one I think is exactly the build I had her on. Something like that. I'll definitely test it. Still haven't used the feather since I got it, by the way. I've been thinking about using it because yeah. I keep thinking I might use this feather before I actually get another one, because the second one I do get will be more important. What does Razor build look like? Alright, let's find with that flower on. Guess I'll leave it on him. I don't remember what piece I was tempted to use that feather on. I know it wasn't Endurin. I think it was his flower, wasn't it? I don't know. Kind of don't want to mess with it. It is what it is.
A lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right.
How much of this should I do? Should I do 4 condensed? Because I'm not willing to do more than 4. I'm going to have 2 condensed for reset, which will bring my count to 3, and then by the time I stream in the evening, I'll at least have one more, or more condensed. But I don't know if I want to do that. I'm debating on it. I don't know if I want to play this team in here, because if I'm going to do runs in here, I want to at least use a functioning team. I wonder what team I'm going to do with Navia, because everyone keeps talking about the colon being a Nifa combo. People heavily overrate, even though I understand why. They overrate that team core. I just feel like people should just play the game. You know, think about that unless you really want to raise up someone who either takes advantage of both of their cores, like Hu Tao. Hu Tao can do an overbait team with Inefa Colombina, which is one I'm interested in seeing. Which is going to be easily her strongest team because it has so much overlap in what she would need in the team. She gets a shield, so she doesn't have to worry about getting hit. She can vape, and you can even do double hydro. So it's just perfect for her. And then a little bit of overload. It's definitely going to be the best team despite that wheelchair core because Hu Tao is just more self-contained and she can actually dish out damage of her own. Since she doesn't exactly rely on a single character to do the damage, she just needs certain characters to help it, you know, get her damage out. The same thing with Navia. Navia is a little self-contained. She doesn't exactly need a specific character, she just needs certain characters to just get her going. And I'm worried about Lunar Crystallize for the fact that I feel like I have to play double Hydro and I don't want to play Ino with Colombina. And if I'm not going to do Ascendant Gleam, then Colombina damage is probably going to take a hit. So I don't know. That's going to be something I'm going to have to test. I'm going to probably test with Ino Colombina and then without it. And see if I like that. I don't know. I honestly, I don't want to say I want Elo. I don't want to use Elo at all because I can't use shielding in the team. Otherwise, I was thinking about doing double Hydro with Zhongli though, with Colombina, because Navia is going to have no sustain in her teams if I take shielding out. Well, I don't know if that's going to be worth the exchange, but there's something I want to test with that. So those are two teams I'm definitely going to try. I don't know if I want to do the Colombina and Nefa core with Navia. I feel like it's going to end up interfering with Navia's gain of shrapnel swords. I don't know how much, but I'll have to test it still, I guess. I don't think I'm going to play Navia like that, though. For other characters, Colombina and Nefa, I wonder if it's stronger than Farina and Nefa for this team with Vressa. I don't know if I'll like it that much, but it's something I definitely got to test. And depending on how strong it is with Colombina and Nefa, it might end up being better to get rid of Shengen and use somebody else entirely. Which is something I've been thinking about too. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I feel like there's a new Vressa team amongst this that I just don't know about yet. So I'm looking forward to messing around with that. People talk about putting Colombina in a Skirk team. I feel like that's just such a waste of a slot. Yeah, I could use it over Yelan, but then is Colombina doing more damage than Yelan? I heard she does damage, but is it really going to do more damage than Yelan? Probably more damage than my Yelan, because my Yelan's not built for damage. I built her to buff Skirk, because Yelan just doesn't do enough on her own for that. But if I built more for it, which I tried before, this core just did better for my Skirk team. So, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Flynn's is a given. I'll probably play it a little bit, but it's not even going to be something I'm going to play for very long. I'm curious about playing Flynn's, Colombina, Durin and Fischl as a team, because I feel like that's going to be a team that I can help separate Ino and Anefa if I need a second Nocrai team. This is assuming I don't end up going for Lauma, but I might end up still going for her, despite me hating her kit, but, yeah. Anything else? I know people are looking forward to testing Raiden with Colombina. I don't know if I care about doing that, but I guess it came to mind. I guess I wouldn't mind trying Nuva with Colombina and Nifa, but I don't want to play that. I don't want to play a wheelchair team for Nuva like to that extent. It just, It's not going to be as fun as doing overvape with Hutel at that point. I guess there is the overvape Colombian and Nifa that I want to try with Mawika, but this might be the first time I might end up liking the Hutel variant more, but I'll still end up trying it anyways. That reminds me, this week I think I'm about to get my next constellation from the Free Cons event. And I think I still have it set up for C2. Oh. I was gonna say I wanted to try Columbina and Nifa official with Venti, but I don't know if I want to try that. It just came to mind just now. Columbina and Nifa Durn would be interesting as well, but I don't think I want to try that. I saw a Yumi Mitsuki team, which I guess I kind of want to look at, I guess. I kind of want to look at it, but I don't know if I'm willing to play it. And it's not like a lot of them that I'll actually just play and be like, oh yeah, this is the team. I don't feel like doing that. Columbia and Nifa with this one would be interesting. Any excuse for me to play her a little bit I don't mind it. Unironically, I like the progress of the wheelchair team that she gets compared to this one. The only problem is just, despite Nuba being self-contained, not a lot of the wheelchair character do I actually like using with him. It kind of depends on what those supports do. If I'm gonna have a wheelchair team for Nuba, I want to have him vape every single hit. Until we get that, I don't care a lot of the time. That's why I didn't really like the Durn variant that much, because I want Pyro F. I want a lot of it. More than Shanling. We need 2 of them. Well, I don't know. Her teaser. Venus teaser? Not the character demo? I already saw the teaser. Should I try this one? I don't know if I'm going to try that one. Which team can I use in this domain for a minute? That reminds me, I probably should... Actually, I'll do that later. Don't know. I mean... I know her teaser came out. I'm pretty sure her character demo is going to come out soon. If it hasn't already. Tonight... Team I want to play. I know I need to still use Durn in the team because his friendship is close to max. Guess I'll just play it. Guess I'll just play it. It's the link I sent. Huh. Still have notification on YouTube. I need to check. How long will this take? I wonder.
Teamwork is true. Have fun with this gift. Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Ow.
Brace yourself.
Okay, that was not bad.
Let's light it up. Triple peeps at sports. Here we go.
Okay, I need one of those. Maybe not this team. Hey, actually, you know what? I do have another team I could have played. No, I'm gonna do that next time. Those type of support pieces are not that desirable anymore. After getting like 2 perfect ones for the Flower and Feather. Let's go back. Get my energy back and I'm gonna switch. still tempted to play Flinch. It's been a while since I played him. Played during practically all this patch. Did I miss? Okay. I guess I have to wait till I do that.
Leave it to me. Huh?
Okay, we're good. Skip, skip. Alright, I'm getting a tag, come on. We're taking sweet time to open it. I guess I'll do the Backseating. Still sucks no C60 Johnson. And as much as I'm willing to spend my pulls, that early 5-star 50-50 loss is enough for me to just not want to commit to that.
Final warning! Let's move! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Charge! Yeah! Oof! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Not too bad, I guess. I did the rotation bit in the beginning. Oh, I guess I'll do 2 more. It's probably the only time I'm gonna ever farm this domain. I hope I get something today, but I haven't farmed this domain like since last patch. I don't think I did at all this patch. It's like the first time touching this domain this patch.
On my mark! Stop right there! Headbutt! Smash down! Yeah! Hut! Yeah! Kapow! Hi! Yeah!
Aha, so she can one cycle that fully. That is great. Okay. Then I'll leave the one back. This stream's gonna have like a lot of fluff of not really much happening, but there is at least something happening for this stream. I didn't know that there was a world quest that appeared at Silverman Hall, so I want to check that right after this.
Headbutt!
And then I go to the second.
Yeah! Oof! Charge! Yeah!
Man, I could imagine the numbers she pumped out if I had that C6. But C6 service is nice. I knew I'd eventually get that. I do need a feather on Flynn's. I do need a feather. I need a very specific feather. Will this be the one though? Interesting. Interesting. Double HP. Would have wished that was on the other set, but I don't think anything gonna beat the feather I have for Columbina right now. My biggest problem right now is definitely gonna be trying to get Columbina an artifact set. But of course, a weekly boss I won't be able to actually get her mats up. despite this being called reset vibes. I usually have something I can use the stuff on, but I'm not willing to use just anything or fight any boss. I'm not in a rush to raise characters that much. Huh. Right. Go over here. At least since I still need a specific feather for him. Technically, this would have been better for him than the one I have on, but he doesn't need crit rate. The biggest problem with Flynn's right now is he doesn't need crit rate. He needs a balance of crit rate, crit damage, and I kind of want to re-roll this again, but the last re-roll ended up giving me less ER. I might try to re-roll this again. Yeah, I might end up trying to re-roll this again. And just wait for that second Dust of Enlightenment, which I probably could get from exploring since we'll have more areas to explore, and knowing how the exploration of Nokra was for the patch that it came out, surely I can gather 2 more feathers. I really do want to upgrade this. Makes me sad I end up using my 4 guarantee rolls into this, but I didn't get the ER roll that I really wanted. Thought about trying a different approach, but I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe one day I'll try that. I saw someone get lucky by trying to not focus one of the crit stats and then just focus the other stat that you're looking for, which is an interesting way of putting it. Anyways, let's try this. Alright. If it misses again, it's just not gonna work out. There's 3 more rolls left. If it goes into crit, I'll consider trying the next roll. I think he's dead. Think is dead. The other time I thought about using this piece, and technically this piece is actually still not bad on him. It's just the thing that sucks about this piece is I just wish it had a little bit more crit damage rather than attack, even though the attack is actually helping him a lot. I still don't know if I want to get rid of that flower. I haven't gotten rid of it yet because I wanted to get another flower with double crit ER at the very least. Because this piece I have here is great. It's just not having ER in another artifact is my problem. Like, just having it there would be better than it just not being on the piece. I guess the attack percentage, but not ER. Oh. Huh. Interesting. That's probably the piece I'm looking for. Kind of. Then if this piece had it, but it's gonna be really hard to replace that circlet actually. I really prefer that attack percent. So it might just be a fruitless endeavor trying to actually equalize on that. It'd probably be better to just reroll this and have this roll into ER twice with like a balanced crit value of like maybe 2 crit damage and 1 crit rate roll, but that's like the ideal piece. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get that for a while, but I have gotten artifacts like that in the past, so I always have hope that it can happen one day. I've only re-rolled it once. I have to try it again.
Stop right there!
Why? Why must you wait to get up?
Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Hero incoming!
Okay. I want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here now. I have 5 notifications on YouTube now. Like I said, I went over here when I had made that the thumbnail for the stream and then disappeared. Someone Hall is bathed in silence today. I guess the music is different over here. I also heard if people had Welcome Moon when Columbia was in here, there would be a unique theme that she would hum. I only know that because of a concert creator that actually experienced it. I really wish I could have experienced that, but I don't know when I'll ever buy a Welcome right now. There's a time where I could have, but now I just can't do it. What is happening? Oh. As expected, Columbina isn't here. You don't say.
Could Columbina really?
Wait, this is voiced? She stepped through the moon gate. No one knows what's inside, but it's a place that tore apart the extremely powerful share of Sonari. If only I'd...
Columbina?
No, that's probably Lunotar, because he's chilling, or she, right? Right? Or it's just a cranky.
Oh, it's you. Are you also waiting for Columbina to come back?
Oh, there you are. I knew you were nearby. Was good. Still love the design of this little creature. He looks like what I would imagine a mythical Pokemon would look like.
So, you too. Hey, come on, don't be so sad. Keep your chin up. If everyone was sad, that'd be like... Paimon doesn't want to think about it.
I can't allow myself to wallow in guilt. Columbina didn't sacrifice herself for us to end up like this. Not to mention, sacrifice herself? We're calling that a sacrifice? It's more like she escaped. I don't know if I call that sacrifice.
I haven't given up yet.
Okay.
Columbina, all of her friends, none of them would ever just give up like this. Give us a little more time. I can't promise anything, but I'll do everything I can.
Ooh. It's such a development for a traveler speaking like this, man. Oh, it looks like the Kaneki trying to cheer you up, man. It's really nice to see this.
Are they cheering for us?
Oh, cheering. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wait, this is a thumbnail. Hold on.
Do you need us to help you with something?
What do you need help with?
This Kohanki. Paimon thinks it's the one who likes playing the liar.
How can you tell?
melody, maybe they'll calm down a little bit.
Maybe the hymn of the humming that Columbina does, the song. I'll try the one Columbina always sings. Seems like it stops there. Oh, the scene's moved, but...
Oh, they're asleep. Looks like they haven't had a good rest in a long time. Shh, let's leave.
Oh, well, no try coming with us. Brother, what? Nah, not before next patch. Okay. Why are you here?
Sandrone, what are you doing here? What? Am I not allowed to take walks now?
She hasn't returned.
Thought as much. No such thing as a free miracle, you know.
Uh-huh.
Hey, which way are you headed? Paimon means we don't see much of each other. Maybe we could join you for a bit.
I don't know if she liked that.
Let's not. I'm not in a good mood today and don't have anything nice to say.
Okay, so when have you had a nice thing to say, huh? You rarely ever let your heart pour out at all, even though she actually truly liked Columbina. She was kind of like a tsundere a little bit towards her, which I thought was interesting. I never thought that that would be the character they would portray for her. But I really like the development of this character a lot, actually.
Besides,
Man.
comfort is the last thing this place needs.
Wow, that was interesting. That was,
What?
I'm actually happy I did that. Or maybe I'm more glad that I actually encountered that. It almost feels like I encountered a sub-story from Yakuza upon that one. Thank God I didn't do any more than proc a story marker, a story quest marker, rather than just procking something that would have been something I couldn't avoid, which would have really sucked if that happened. Cause yeah, I'm actually happy I did that. I would have never noticed that if I did not go back there. That's crazy to think about. All right. So next, I think is Serenity Button. Which is just the last thing I'm gonna do in this stream. Yeah. Gotta say the transient for next week, Wednesday, for Stygian Onslaught. I already have the. I don't have the thumbnail prepared, but I have all the other things I need prepared. Speaking of maintenance for Blue Arc, I probably finished. I need to download the update of that. That's something I still need to do. I was originally thinking about streaming it tomorrow. I don't know if I want to. There's something I need to confirm. But there's something interesting going on in Blue Archive at the moment. Something slightly interesting. I also have to make confirmation on some things. But I'll make do with those confirmations when I do the next stream of that game. It's probably not going to be this week. But I probably should, given the implications. I'll think about it. I might try to do it tomorrow. I don't know. I'll think about it.
This realm.
Did I already do everything over here?
If you ever.
Alright.
Time to roll.
Oh, lots I've actually looked at everything around here. Some of this stuff, I liked how I made this area look like a little hub. Definitely liked it. Very much so. Maybe I should start doing my strong buses over here, but I said I would do that for a strong bus video, but I haven't really kept my promise on that, because for Genshin, now I'm like running out of time for that. Maybe this time I'll definitely try to save them up instead of, I mean, there's the one thing. Not because I can, but more or less, I go such a long time without anything good happening that it just makes me really depressed. So I try to not think about too much, but I end up wasting a lot of materials in the process.
You have this whole pad all to yourself? That's impressive. You could raise probably 10 Saurians here.
I'm gonna do this backwards this time. I'm gonna talk to Aoife first here. Good morning, Aoife.
Morning.
I don't usually do this.
Fellow early riser, huh? A solid routine is the key to a healthy, balanced life.
Honestly, you're probably right about that.
So, you have... That's impressive.
Hold up. How do you like it here?
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great. Alright.
There's fresh air, plenty of space, it's comfortable and cozy. Pets and Saurians would feel right at home here.
A true vet, always thinking about animals. Okay.
Everyone's got their own focus. I'm sure you could teach me a thing or two about adventuring, for instance. Or maybe how to save the world, nation by nation.
Okay. I see where this is going, but that sounds like a compliment.
Of course. You helped Natlan in its hour of need. People like you deserve all the praise they can get. From what I see, you have a lot of experience surviving in the wild, and you have a real zest for life in general. In other words, you're exactly the kind of person I want to be friends with.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
Well, people with a zest for life are usually proactive about keeping their homes clean and tidy, and they don't tend to cause trouble everywhere they go. It makes you much less of a liability, bro.
Whoa, bro. Sounds like you see some of your other friends as liability. Man.
Huh? Was it that obvious? Oh well.
Hold on. Is Auroran one of those friends?
Oh, no, he's fine. He leads a pretty benign life. For one thing, you can't hope to grow good crops if you're too out of control. I was actually talking about my Saurian companions. I guess I also think of them as friends.
This guy.
A Saurian in a bad mood is a lot more dangerous than a human. They'll rampage through your home like a storm if you're not careful. If that happens, all you can do in the moment is try to get them to calm down. Settling the score, that has to wait for another time.
That one was straight to the point. There was nothing really different about that, so would you like to have a chat with me?
Sure thing. You picked a good moment. I actually have some snacks on me. You want some?
Are they for feeding Saurians? Are they your emergency rations?
They're for whoever wants them. Me, you, or the Saurians. It never hurts to carry some food with you.
I'm lost in the sauce with that, but alright.
Try this. It's some jerky that I grilled myself. It's really good, even if I do say so myself.
It's nice and crispy, it's delicious. Thank you, but this is a little too chewy for me. I mean, I'm not a jerky person either, but...
Yeah? I'm glad you like it. I also do other kinds with different seasonings. I'll bring a bigger variety next time we meet. You can keep this bag of jerky, by the way. Next time you need to ingratiate yourself with a Saurian, feed them some of this. It'll help. Don't know if you have any immediate need for it, but anyway, hold on to it for now.
Thanks, Aoife. This is so thoughtful of you. Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. To tell you the truth, I was pretty all over the place as a kid. I only got my act together after becoming a vet. Tragedy is unavoidable in life, but everything passes in time. Whatever difficulties you're facing in your own life, I wish you the very best in getting through them. So, that's impressive.
I didn't think I needed to hear something like that.
Sure thing. You picked a good moment.
'Cause
I
this
actually have
here is
some snacks on. They're for whoever wants them. Try
Yeah,
this.
okay,
It's some
so
jerky that I
straight to the
grilled
point.
myself. It's
Nice,
really
it could
good.
be
Even if
delicious.
yeah? I'm glad you like it. I also do other kinds with different seasonings. I'll bring a bigger variety next time we meet.
Okay, I figured you wouldn't say much.
You can keep this bag of jerky, by the way. Don't know if you have any immediate need for. Oh, to tell you the. Whatever dip.
Well, he's straight to the point. Definitely save time.
That's
Because the
impressive.
next part is going to take longer.
I'd like to take a look around, see what you've done with this place. Maybe I'll pick up a thing or two about furnishing and decorating.
Really?
Oh, I like how you've arranged some of your furnishings. It's fun and practical. I'm actually thinking about redecorating my own yard at the moment.
Be my guest. Feel free to look around, ask any questions. Well, I do think of this place as my magnum opus. I can see why. I can see it.
Even
I
more
like
reason
it.
for me to take notes.
Maybe you can teach me something in return.
Teach you something, huh? Let me think. I think I'd be hard-pressed to teach a seasoned adventurer like you any new tricks. But if I had to pick something... Okay, try this hand gesture.
So, is that just a beckoning gesture?
Yep, it might look simple, but the angle and the frequency of repetitions are key.
I feel like you're belittling the traveler saying that, but you're a bro, so I gotta respect that.
Not too fast, not too slow. Just calm and gentle, with a sense of rhythm. That way, they can feel your energy.
This will probably be useful in the future, surely, right?
If you get it right, you'll have cats, dogs, and saurians coming up to say hi to you. They see it as a sign of friendship. Useful little trick, huh?
What about whistling? Does that work too?
I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe for smaller animals, but with most saurians, whistling can anger them. Saurians can have big egos, and they're pretty intelligent creatures too. They won't appreciate being controlled or condescended to.
Controlled I can understand, but condescended is very interesting because that can go both ways.
Fundamentally, dealing with saurians is no different from dealing with people. Honesty and respect goes a long way.
Yeah. So that was pretty much it. There really wasn't much to it, was there?
I'd
I'm
like
sure
to
there's
take
anything else he said, but I don't think
I
he
like
said
how
anything
you've
different.
arranged some of your furnishings. It's
Ask
fun.
any questions.
You
man.
don't charge tuition fees, right?
Charge tuition fees is crazy.
Teach you something.
So nothing else really
But if I
changed.
had to pick
Okay.
something... Okay, try this hand... Yep, not too fast. If you get it right, you'll have cats. Useful little trick, huh? I wouldn't Saurians can have... Fundamentally...
Okay, just straight to the point. I like that. Usually these don't end up like that. Usually I always end up going back through it, so I end up spending more time on this than usual, but... It's nice knowing you, Aoife. I didn't think I was gonna max you out yet, but it happened. I end up putting Colin Bean in here. Next person that's probably gonna max out before Genshin before might actually be getting Musica actually. I think she's the only one left in here that isn't maxed level outside of the Foresters. Where's she at? She's down here somewhere. Because she's not the only one that isn't maxed out. Okay, Durin's gonna max out this week. Dahlia... How close is Dahlia to max level actually? I didn't get hold of that. I just got. There's another new force that we're gonna get next patch. Is it Eatlua? Seems to be a world quest tied to him. We won't find out if that's voiced or not. It probably won't be, but the fact that they're gonna force us with a quest with Eatlua and him not be voiced might actually be it might be a crying shame, I'm not gonna lie. Well, let's see. Oh, right. I already got him out, so I do this. How close is Dahlia to max friendship? Okay. Well, I know I'll definitely mess up on time, but I don't know if I'll mess up music on time. Probably should say goodnight to Aoife before leaving, but oh well. How's it going, homie? It's, I guess I'm fine. I knew this show was going to end up being more than an hour. You already missed a little bit. There was something else you missed that you probably want to see. I was a bit surprised myself. I had went back to Silver Moon Hall when I made the thumbnail. The thumbnail that I made for this stream. A quest marker appeared, and we just did that earlier. Who would have thought that was voiced? Either way, it looked like it was a prelude to the Archon quest coming up tomorrow, so I felt like that was definitely worth it. But I honestly did not think I was going to interact with something like that. Thank God I came across that, because I did not know that appeared after the Archon quest. Looks like something I definitely should have seen sooner. But at least I encountered it like I would like a sub-story from Yakuza. But, yeah. Alright, one last thing to do before I end this stream. And then go downstairs and eat, because I'm absolutely hungry. We met the Aoife's friendship this morning. After going through the usual certain teapot stuff, so just did all his voice signs in a certain teapot, and now we're doing the backwards side of just checking the chat. The chat here. I don't think I checked everything. I think I had accidentally looked at this screen, so I'm pretty sure I didn't look at his voice signs. But I'm gonna do it for all the characters I like, and since there's so many of them I like, I'm gonna do this.
Hey there, I'm Aoife, a Sorrow vet from the Flower Feather Clan. You've probably heard some things about me already, but it's all good. Whatever impression you have of me, I say let's wipe the slate clean and just get to know each other. Oh yeah, then there's this little dude. That's Kakuku, my assistant. Sorrow vet in a different sense of the word, I guess. I hope the two of you will get along.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, the voice on when we first pulled him. I hated how hard it was for me to get this guy. I was a bit worried I was not gonna get him. But we had to get him. Does that mean I'll end up playing him? I mean, I still don't know how I want to go about that. I'm kind of like torn. If I had OC6, I probably would play this guy a bit more. I don't know how much more a bit would be, because I just don't like how they keep making animal characters that are just a Sucrose copy but worse than her, a Sucrose copy but worse than her, a Sucrose copy but worse than her, and they keep fucking doing that. It's like so goddamn annoying. Like, can the devs be more original? They did it once with Chaska, but then they went back to this character and just fucked him. I don't understand why they did that. Honestly, I was excited too when I saw the character. I was like, I can only imagine how good he's gonna probably be, because he'll be able to do swirls, which I was hoping he'd have a kit similar to Sucrose while giving EM, and then he could also give damage bonus through Center City, but no, you can't have that. He could have been so cool too, man. But yeah, despite his kit being weak, my problem is the fact that I just don't like his kit either. A lot of forcers like that. Elo is even worse. Probably the worst I've seen in about since Goro's release. It's like the worst I've seen since Goro's release. Cause I was like the worst forcer to me in the game. There's a lot of bad forcers, but I hate his kit especially because it was a similar vein of the problem I have with Jill's element at the moment. But at least they have more potential to grow with what they do with Lunar Crystallize. Something I don't think Animal's gonna get. I kind of want Animal to get something, but we'll have to see. Someone in the chat earlier said that the teaser for Columbina came out. I don't know if it's the teaser I already watched, or if it's the character demo. I'm pretty sure the character demo should be out today. If it isn't out tonight, I'd be a little surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. I'll have to check.
Most things in life aren't one and done. Soon as you're rested up, let's make a move. Whenever I get to take a break, I always want a snack. I got some candy, fruit, and jerky. You want some? Did you hear that? Sounded like an animal call. Or maybe I'm just hearing things.
Bruh.
Watch out for when Kikuku shakes off his feathers, or you'll get drenched. Although, actually, you're probably soaked through already. Never mind.
How can you say that, bro?
Did you know that a lot of Saurians are actually scared of thunder? It always takes so long to calm them down. They're so funny sometimes.
That's crazy.
Phew. I could barely open my eyes in this wind. It's so cold. No flying for me in this weather. Looks like I can either lose my hat or lose my breath. The wind demands a sacrifice.
I did not think the voice actor would go that far to enact as if like the wind is blowing and his voice was like that. Most voice actors don't do that, so that's kind of cool to actually see that.
Good morning. Don't be fooled. I'm not a morning person. But I have to get to the clinic to feed the critters or they'll start making a real racket.
That is a polar opposite of what you just said in the Serenity, but I thought you were a morning riser. You said you were. An early morning riser as well.
Good morning. Don't be fooled. I'm not a morning person.
The way he said that sounds like some kind of inclusion that you would see in like one of the real life economy movies. Like, anyways.
Oh, hey. I was just about to break for lunch too. Want to come with? I tend to stay home at night. That way, people and Saurians know where to find me in an emergency. Or if it's a quiet night, then I could just chill out and rest.
Fulfillment, what is that?
There's no predicting what life's gonna throw at you tomorrow. All you can do is make sure you're well rested by the time it rolls around.
You know, that just reminded me. If everyone saw the community post I sent right after I did the freaking Blue Archive stream yesterday, there was... Well, actually, no. It happened during the stream, actually. It happened like an hour or so during the stream last night that there was the two banners being put up at the same time again, like last year, where they announced both the first half and second half banners early. And Eve was on the first half banner with Columbina. I'm not really excited about that because, no offense, this guy's kid is really bad. But I got Konzo and that'd be cool, I guess. Seeing Fish on the banner is nice because Fish rarely comes on the banner, but I already have her C6. But, like, for real, she is good for anyone, everyone who is pulling for her. She's even better now that she got Hexway Resonance and all that nonsense, right? So, people are going to be excited to get cons of her because she is so good at C6 with the Hexway Resonance. It's crazy. I'm just really surprised, but not surprised at the same time. They always make one character, people that are, you know, gushing over the new character for her, they will make the banner look like ass. Call of Duty's banner looks worse as it buys overall, because like even the weapon banner for supply is better than Call of Duty weapon banner and character banner. It's just, they're both really bad. The first are just not good, man. Like, what do you want me to say? Second banner is like a supply team, but like you have to pick your poison. You hope to get Goro C6 and he can be usable, or you don't get him C6 and then he's just not good at all. Same with Eloy, and then Ino, which I kind of wish she was on Call of Duty, she was on Call of Duty banner, but I can understand why she isn't. I understand why she isn't. It just kind of sucks that I kind of wish she was. Either way, oh yeah, Sethos. I'll check for film in a second. I just realized, what con are you at? Oh, okay, I guess my second count the only one that had a con. Wanted to check, because Sethos is still a character I wanted to build, because I said I would start building after I got to a certain con. Oh, Secret Right. I almost thought that said sort of residence. I'm like, what? No, can't be right. Either way, if I were to get some cons of him, I kind of hope I can C6 him. people call this guy bad, but like actually for a 4-star DPS, I'd actually genuinely would play him because his playstyle is probably one of the most fun for like a normal tech bow character because he can choose between charge shot and quickly spamming it, or you can sit there and just do like cancels while normal attacking, which is a bit hard to do, but I wanted to try it at least. I haven't built him up because I've been waiting for the time to want to do that. The only thing that really sucks is that he's kind of a pain in the ass to build because of this. Thank God I got most of these from exploring, but getting this is painful because you only get one at a time. So getting 160, getting 5 of these is painful. But since I got most of them, it probably wouldn't be that bad if I commit for it. So depending on if I get cons of him and how much cons I do get of him, I may actually commit to him this patch. I'm not going to pull anyone else this patch, so it would be nice to build someone else in the meantime. So yeah. It's not that one team that I saw that looked really fun with him, I'm not going to be able to actually play though, which was Overburn with Emily. I actually really liked the Overburn team. I've seen that team before and I was like, what the hell? It actually looked fun. Like, that was like the first time I saw something fun from like a team that had Dendro in it, which is crazy to think about. Oh wait, wrong button. Anyways, back to Aoife.
I'd say I've got quite a big circle of friends. Some cause me headaches, some relieve my headaches, and some of them kind of alternate between the two, depending on the day. It's a nice mix, though. They're all great people.
Alright.
I don't know if everyone's this way, but me personally, I like feeling needed. I find it fulfilling. Maybe the key to a fulfilling life is just having plenty of moments that make me feel that way. But everyone needs to figure out for themselves what makes them tick.
Yeah, you got a point there, for real, for real. Yeah, that is true. Sometimes it might not be the same for you, where you just trying to find whether you need it or not. Some people do like that feeling as well, but maybe it's not the main thing that makes them tick. It makes sense. Now that I think about it.
All set for your next trip? You know where you're going? Feeling okay? Got everything you need? Cool. Well, you're looking good to me. And Paimon's fed, so I think you're good to go. Ooh, actually, wait. There's just one last thing I want to check first.
No way, bro!
The cuckoo said, no way, bro. Something must be wrong.
You've known me for a while now, so be honest. Do you ever feel like I get naggy or overprotective? No? Fine just the way I am? Ooh, that's a relief, because I have a tendency to double and triple check everything, probably because I deal with animals so much and they can't talk to me. Anyway, just wanted to make sure that I'm not being a bother.
Wow, that kind of like coincides with the reminder.
This thing is actually pretty useful. Sometimes if a Saurian gets tired from flying, I send a little gust of animo to prop them up for a little while. Discreetly,
He can
though,
do that?
so they don't notice I'm doing it.
How does he do that? Like, he uses his gun to do that. How? I'm questioning that. Something to share.
Bribing animals with food is pretty effective, bro. But if you do it too much, they start wanting more treats for the same behavior, or even demanding the reward without working for it. So, whenever I can, I prefer to try and teach them how the world works instead. If you get caught in a trap, you'll get injured. And if you eat the wrong thing, you'll get sick. That sort of thing. It takes more effort that way, but I think it's worth it. Especially since, in some cases, animals can actually be smarter than humans.
The only reason why that's the case is because they're able to learn from their mistakes. You know, humans don't do that enough. But that's like a rabbit hole that I could really talk for a while on, because it's only like things I notice. I mean, surely we have bad apples in every place where there's a lot of good people, but it's kind of a mess.
If you really pay attention to the world around you, you'll notice it's full of fascinating things. I could spend the whole day just nature watching if I had the time. But unfortunately, work always finds its way to my doorstep. I can tell that Kachina has a real soft spot for Saurians. If she put in the work, I'm sure she'd make an excellent vet. But since she's already proven herself as a warrior, she's probably better off focusing on that than trying to study medicine with me on the side. I love chatting with Shilonen. She's always brimming with all sorts of fantastic, creative ideas. Sometimes, her insistence on raw functionality can result in contraptions that look a little intimidating. But then again, intimidation is kind of a function in its own right.
Interesting choice of words.
A serious question. Does a How technically count as a living being? When he came to see me for treatment, I gave him a very thorough checkup but couldn't find anything
I heard
wrong
about
with him.
this.
So I told Kanish, just bash him on the head a few times until he starts working again. And the moment a How heard that, bro, he was suddenly fine again. Strange coincidence, huh?
I don't think a How's scared of Kanish, but like I think they have a dynamic for sure.
Her work as a peacemaker is extremely important. She cures a lot of ills that are beyond my reach.
A lot of ills? I guess that's one way to look at it. What is this about Auroron? Try not to overthink Auroron, but I can't help it. Like, what?
That guy has a very peculiar way of thinking. You just gotta go with the flow around him. I wouldn't bother trying to figure him out, because honestly, he never makes all that much sense. Anyway, he's not a bad person or anything, and he has his own unique ways of showing that he cares. You'll know what I mean once you've gotten to know him.
Right.
Okay. Even though I'm used to him by now, there are still days when I wish I could get inside his head, just to see what is actually going on in there.
That actually makes me think about that one world quest from the most recent, or was it the final area of Natlan? I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm thinking about the final area of Natlan. The Easy Breeze Summer Resort. With that one world quest that was voiced with Aoife and Auroron. I think about that when it comes to this statement here. Because Aoife was confused.
Granny's... yeah, she's a tough cookie. With a colorful pajama collection. I try not to get dragged into her and Auroron's drama, so whenever she gives me a message for him, I just pass it right on. Word for word, no questions asked. I figure if I want to stay out of her line of fire, the less I know, the better.
Respect.
The Pyro Archon gave me a ride once when I had to get to an emergency visit.
What?
Bro, it was so crazy. We get there, my head's still spinning at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and somehow, I have to patch up this injured Saurian. I pulled it off, much to my own surprise. I guess sometimes, we don't know our own potential until we're pushed out of our comfort zone.
Huh. I'd love to see that. So, how long has Aoife had that new voice on? He probably didn't have that when he first came out. That must have been from the Story Quest event.
What's that? You want me to take care of him if he ever gets sick? You know I'm a vet and not a doctor, right? Well, Kakuku's certainly taken a shine to him. Alright. Fine, bro. I'll do my best.
Ooh. Developers. That's crazy. I think I know what they meant when they did this.
That painting on the board outside my clinic wasn't me, I swear. I can't actually remember what Kakuku's first word was. What I do remember is being startled awake one morning at 5 o'clock to the screeching sound of, "Rise and shine, bro!" Heck of a way to be woken up, let me tell you.
Was he good? That sounds terrible if you had to wake up like that.
I passed the flying trials a long time ago now, so theoretically I could call on any Kukasaur for help. But ever since Kakuku came along, he's been a little possessive of me. Doesn't like seeing me with another Kukasaur, I guess. It's all good though. He's a little young for it, sure, but since he feels up to the task, I'm happy to trust him with it.
The flying trials. I didn't think I was gonna hear that again. I guess I am a little curious. But how the heck did he even pass it? I mean, it's not like he held on to Kakuku to actually fly through it, like he kind of flies in game. So, yeah.
I want to be the kind of guy who makes everyone feel safe when I'm around. It's a rare privilege to be trusted by other people. Not everyone's up to it.
It sounds like a different voice than he's had before, or if he actually said that before. I feel like he may have said that before.
Being a vet's pretty cool. There's always going to be those moments where you have to say goodbye, but nothing's ever made me regret my choice. Animals are a lot like kids. They're rowdy little rascals, and they could be hard to get through to. But when all's said and done, they're the future, and I'll always protect them. Singing's a pretty popular hobby in the Flower Feather clan. I like to strum a tune and write a song once in a while, too. It could be a good emotional release. I think I have it pretty good, to be honest. Nothing keeping me up at night. Oh, but it would be nice if Kakuku learned some more useful phrases.
The heck are you on about?
Honestly, that was the right phrase to use.
Oh, fresh fruit's the best, bro. Staves off hunger and quenches your thirst in one go. Plus, I can give a few little chunks to Kakuku.
His favorite fruit? His favorite food is fresh fruits. Huh. Okay.
Fresh fruit is great, but when people add it to a dish, I'm like, dude, why can't I just eat it as is?
That's like the $1,000,000 question. Pizza or pineapple pizza? Or pineapple pizza? Like, I'd rather just eat it separate. The funny part is some people would eat it separate and still eat it together with the pizza. There are people like that. Those people are different people, bro. I don't know about those people, but pizza and pineapple pizza, if you like it, you like it. There's just some foods where I'm just like, I'd rather eat it as is than have it mixed like that.
Hit me up, bro!
Where'd you learn how to call dibs, huh? All right. You could have half.
Oh.
Really good. Oh, I'm gonna go grab some fruit juice to wash it down. What flavor do you want?
Well, that was not the response I expected.
For real now? Bro, look at the mess you made!
No, Cuckoo. It looks perfectly edible to me. Thanks, bro.
Bro.
For real now? Bro, look at the mess you made!
How did Kakuku learn that, huh? I'm curious. I wonder what led to this. I mean, obviously he learned these phrases from Aoife, but I wonder what Aoife was doing in the moment that he said that.
For real now? Bro, look at the mess you made!
Look at the mess you made.
Happy birthday! Wishing you good health and eternal youth. Sure, you can't stop the relentless march of time, but you can always stay young at heart. And besides, dude, a bad mood doesn't do your health any good. So come on, just for today, cast your worries aside and let's have some fun. Oh yeah, also, what kind of music are you into? I'll play a song.
I was not expecting that. Looks like that last one's for the final ascension. But, I guess I can see this.
Oof. Is this like a warm-up or something?
I haven't forgotten these yet.
You gotta take care of yourself before you can take care of other people, right? The gun least drawn is the one you'd better keep in good working order. Wow, dude, what am I saying? I'm a medic, not a warrior. I leave my guns holstered unless I absolutely need them.
Bro. The way you said that, I forgot you even said that. Well, anyways, I don't know if I'll ever level 90 him though, so I don't know if I'll ever get that voice on. Maybe my opinion that will change. But yeah, I kind of wish I did the, that World Quest piece, what can I call it? It was voice. Maybe I should have left that for last instead of doing it now. I guess I could go back to Silvermoon Hall and see if there's anything that's going on. But if nothing else is up, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Patch Luna 4 is tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be one of the last big patches, I think. I've somehow ended up back here. What? There's no way something else is gonna happen, right? Oh, the music is different. Okay, no, they get the same music. Why does it sound different to me, though? Huh. Yeah, it sounds different to me. For Travel to be so attached to Columbine is very interesting. Because, like, depending on the Travel that you picked, it's kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, they're never gonna, like, try to romance the character with, you know, other females, even though Xenoblade Zone Zero is doing a great job of really pushing that analogy. I digress in that one. They really are pushing that one. I'd be looking at, like, YouTube shorts on YouTube. Some things that have really pushed the main character if you're playing the male main character in that one. Obviously, you still have the same interaction with the female one, but it really does have that implication with the male one. For this, the story with the Traveler feels so integral to Nocry. It feels like his influence really matters compared to other regions. It was kind of like how I felt about the Traveler's inclusion in Natlan. It's like one of the few things I can really praise about Natlan's Arkham story. Just the Traveler didn't feel like just a bystander. He didn't feel like just a person that kind of just like viewed from a distance and didn't bother until it really mattered at the end. He felt like he was involved throughout all of it. Even some of the small things, even though you could say he overlooked some parts while also being more involved in others. But I still think it mattered. World Quest beat that happened over here, I can't even call it that because it was voiced, and then a Sanjoni jump scare at the end was not something I expected, but I actually kind of liked it. The fact that you can only interact with that after the Archon quest ended makes me wonder what's going to happen this patch. Whatever happens, Columbine is going to appear. Tomorrow we're also going to get an outfit at the end of this last part, which is part 8 of the Archon quest. Makes me question what that's about, but I really do wonder. Because I'm kind of looking forward to the new Ether outfit. It's not something I really talked about in the Genshin Impact special program discussion thing. I didn't really talk about it that much. I really liked the new skin over Lumines, but I can see the charm that a lot of people like Lumines for. But personally, I just don't like the brown gold motif. I never have and I never will, but I like Zhongli as a character, but he also had that brown and gold looking design or whatever. The gold I like, it's just I never really liked brown with like the gold motif. I never did. But I do like Ether's cape more than Louine's. That's something else I can say. But yeah, kind of looking forward to this Archon quest tomorrow. Obviously, it's gonna be a part 1 of 2 because there's 7 and 8. That reminds me, I never actually checked this in the special program stream. How many have we had per region? Cause I think this might be the longest we've had. Mondstadt only lasted till Act 3, but doesn't it come back in other ones? I'll check that later. Act 3 for Leeway, then it went to Traveler Chapter. Prologue 1, 2, 3 for Inazuma. Interlude Chapter, which this was... Oh yeah, it was Leeway. Interlude Chapter, then Traveler Chapter, which has its own chapters, which is interesting, or acts as well. Interlude Chapter, Act 2, I forgot that happened. One of these was Jade Chamber, and the other one wasn't. Jade Chamber Rising. Oh, this is the Perilous Trail, right? This was the Chasm Archon quest. That was in the form of a story quest event, which was very interesting. I wonder why they did that. Anyways. Sumeru 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Sumeru is when we started getting, like, more acts from a single region. Because, like, Inazuma didn't have that many acts, which I still think they did not resolve the story of Inazuma very well. The story of Inazuma is also very choppy. It just feels like a mess that never was completed. Something I'm not gonna ever stop saying as it's a stain of the game. out of like every region, Inazuma is definitely a stain on the game in terms of story. Sumeru was a pretty good Archon story questline, but I wondered how many there was, and it technically was 6 different Archon quests, because there's also the interlude chapter with Wander, which was more of an inclusion on that character, and then 5 acts from Sumeru. Then Fontaine, we had 5 chapters again. I do remember that. We have 5 chapters again. And then just a Childbirth chapter with Dainza. Then I guess it really pushed further with this one. Yeah. The interlude chapter from Mondstadt. Oh wow, it looks different here. Interesting. I was not expecting that. Why did they make it look different compared to the regular Mondstadt one? I guess it doesn't really matter. It's kind of neat looking. But yeah, Nakai definitely had the longest Archon quest chain in the game, with Natlan being the second longest, given that the had 2 different chapter. Wow. Okay. So there was 2 different chapter 5. That's 3 different chapter 5. I'm stupid. Forget I said that. Chapter 5 being the 5th region. Yes, Natlan. Yeah. Anyways, Act 1, 2, 3, 4, interlude, then 5. So yeah. Is it slightly just one more than Fontaine? I think it was just one more than Fontaine. This interlude was really short. It didn't even feel like an interlude. I feel like that was a waste of a patch of an Archon quest. They could have added that part and added that as part of Act 5. I don't care what you say. I didn't like how they did Natlan release cycle, but it looks like Nakai is also following the same trend, which I don't like, which is we went 3 patches without nothing after the expiration we got during the beginning patch. Then we're getting a patch on the next one after, you know, because we got Act 1 and 2 for the first start of 5.0. 5.2 we had Act 3 and 4. And then the patch after we had Act 5. We did not get expiration until Act 5. We did not get any exploration for 3 patches. I don't like that. I'm not saying it had to be like every 2 patches or something, but like for regions like this, it just feels really bad when a lot of nothing happens. Now, I can't say that with Nakai, because compared to Natlan, there's a lot more things going on. Whereas Natlan had more things going on in the story side. For the for the world quest side of Natlan, it took longer for things to feel like it got somewhere, because a lot of the stuff was just interacting with your Saurian companion. When you're not interacting with your Saurian companion, you're mostly waiting. And world quests that you could do, you had to wait for the next version for more exploration, which only happened in Act 5. Which is why I didn't like the way they handled Natlan, because even Fontaine felt like it was handled better in terms of releasing of exploration. It had 3 different patches of exploration that happened, whereas Natlan, while it did have 3 different patches of exploration, I do not unfortunately count the summer event. I just don't count it. If they didn't make it permanent, I could forego that shit and tell you any day of the week that they only did 1 patch of exploration outside of the original start of the region. That is not good. I don't like that. For people like me that actually like the exploration, it feels really bad. It really does. It's just something I want to say. Not Cry Prelude. Despite the beginning starting in Natlan, we have Prelude 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next patch we are getting 7 and 8. That is a lot of Archon quests from a single quote-unquote region. I don't want to call it not a region. I'd like to call it a big sub-region. Yeah, that's probably the best I'll put. But I can't believe how much inclusion they put into this region. Little One, we got Prelude. Oh wait, we didn't even have Little One. I forgot. that was during the final patch of Natlan that we had the prelude, right? Feels weird to have the now click symbol, but you gotta put it somewhere, right? Act 1 and 2 for Luna 1. Luna 2, we had 3 and 4. And Luna 3 that we're in currently is 5 and 6. Yeah. Look at this. Bro. I actually kind of like this. Looks good. I don't know if I use it, because I absolutely don't want to change the Kohenki. But I like it. Skirk one also looks really nice. I like the colors. Kind of want to do the Kohenki as my final farewell to PS4, so calling it Kohenki not right. It's a little Notar. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video for the updating time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Gonna end things here. Next patch of Luna 4, we're gonna pull Columbina tomorrow. So there's gonna be a lot I'm going to end up doing before I even get to the Archon quest. I don't know when the stream is gonna start, cause I noticed some patches we get here a little bit earlier than most. Sometimes I can get here by like 8, 9 o'clock. Sometimes it's 9. It ends up being 11, 12 like it usually is. 11, 12 definitely puts a toll on me, but just like with Blue Archive, but I digress. But there's still loose ends left in that game, and stuff that's slowly starting to begin the showing of slowdown for that game. Genshin's picking back up, so this week is going to be dedicated to Genshin. The problem is, I may end up needing to do a stream on Blue Archive sooner rather than later. It actually depends. Something interesting has happened on there, and I gotta check it out. That's why I don't know if I'm gonna do a stream during the daytime. I already downloaded the update preemptively, so I'm basically just in the waiting game. I also started watching My Hero Academia's final season. Finally, I haven't gotten around to it, but I finally started watching it, and it's very interesting. Haven't bothered to do this yet. Probably should do it. It's a shame that I also haven't done the Intel exchange thing. I kept forgetting about it, okay? But then again, I don't think I ever calculated that I play Blue Archive the way I'm currently playing it. So, that's on me. I heard rumors and I'm seeing things online about things. That is what my focus and what I'm waiting for is. But the fact that it feels so far away frustrates me. I don't want to talk about it in that stream. I don't want to talk about it in this stream. If I do, it's just gonna make me go on a tangent. Okay. Alright. Should I get off of this game? It doesn't really matter. It's time to prepare for Columbina. There's no point in actually trying to pull somewhere, because it's not like I'm on a 50-50. I have a double guarantee situation, so because of that, I won't be pulling for my first 4-star of 2026. Usually I try to get every 4-star I see, even if they're not that great, because I just like collecting them. But it doesn't look like we're going to get either one this time around. I'm going to have to take the L on that. I refuse to waste a double guarantee. I have to do it correctly. With rumors circulating about Varka's appearance and all that, I'm a little bit taken aback. And with like the showing of what the next couple patches of characters that will be possibly playable in the future, I'm a bit strapped to think, what am I going to be looking forward to the most? The only two that I saw in the syllabus that stood out, it was Varka and Nicole, because the only ones I know, the other ones I don't know. Some people said one guy, Lowen, guy to the right in the screenshot. Maybe in the future stream I'll end up showing that on PC. Lowen, I forgot Varka mentioned him in the most recent Archon quest. I did not notice that, but that was the literally Act 6 was like the most recent one. Varka mentioned a guy named Lohan, which I thought was somebody else. I know about Eeyore because Flynn's mentioned him several times. Some people said one of the girls that was predicted, because it showed in the event. I know I took a screenshot of it, but I haven't actually went back to check that screenshot. The first Dark was event of Darkrai. They showed a part of Aino's past, and then there was a girl. She also mentioned her voice lines. They're saying one of the characters that will be playable in the future is a girl named Linnea.
Ooh, Linnea? I really like her. When I was little, she used to tell us loads of cool stories whenever she got back from one of her trips. And when I was a bit older, and I learned how to build robots, I wanted to give her one as a gift. But she never accepted any of them. She said it was the thought that counts, and that was enough for her. But I think it was because none of them were her style. So I'm gonna keep making robots until she finds one she likes. I know I'll get there eventually.
But yeah.
Varka kept...
Yeah, Varka. Let me stop. Anyways, yeah, Linnea was one of the ones that people said is in the lineup. And it's probably very likely it is, because every character that's named in a voice line is usually a playable character. There was another one, forgot the name of, because I think it's from another character voice lines of a character I don't have. I think it was something that Nefer mentioned, that somebody said, but yeah, as much to be said here. Anyways, I think that's it. Stayed a little bit longer than I exactly planned to, but what can I say? My Arla is smoking that pack. This guy came back to the game, which is still surprising to me. I don't know what next mission is going to be. I'll end up finding out soon, but that's a ways away. It's going to reset soon. I wouldn't be surprised by the shell that's about to ensue. Anyways, I need to find out what's going on with find out what's going on with. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it on stream before I end it. I wouldn't be surprised if the character trailer's already there. Would be cool if I were to do a reaction to it on stream, but I can't do that here because I'm on PS4. But I will check anyways. That would be nice to check that. Columbina to where she flies an hour ago. Yep, that character trailer. Would you look at that, buddy? Ooh, I also need that. Okay. Nothing else? Nothing else. Anyways, yeah. I need to go now. And go down with this update. So, thank you for watching this video. My name is Crytek Ammo, and I will catch you guys in patch Luna 4 next time.